Hello, my dear students. This is Abhishek Mishra, Faculty of Social Studies at Mount Literacy School, Jhansi. In this video, I am going to teach you Class 10th Political Science Chapter number 2, that is Federalism. In my last video, I had told you about the different lists that are necessary for the working of central government or state government. I had told you about the subjects that were included in these lists. So here I am going to discuss some further topics, and that are we noted above that most federations are formed by holding together. Federation do not give equal power to its constituent units, or you can say states, as India is an example of holding together federation. So the power that is divided into different states is not equal. In Indian Union, all the states do not have identical powers. Powers are not same. Some states enjoy a special status, like Jammu and Kashmir has its own constitution. Though the conditions are not same yet, because the removal of the 370 from the constitution, 370 को हटा दिया गया है संविधान से, वो जो धारा थी, इसलिए अब जम्मू कश्मीर जो है इसको हमारे ही भारत का एक हिस्सा मान लिया गया है और संविधान भी अब सेम ही रहेगा. बट द कंडीशंस वर डिफरेंट अर्लियर बिफोर. In the eastern state of our countries, you need a permit to go there, and there are some areas which are inaccessible, means you cannot go there. So all the states in our country are not having equal and identical powers. Many provisions of the Indian constitution are not applicable to this state without the approval of the state assembly. But now the conditions are not so. Indians who are not permanent residents of this state cannot buy land or house here. Earlier it was there, but now so you can go and you can visit everywhere you want to go. Now there are some units of the Indian Union which enjoy very little power. These are the areas which are too small to become an independent state, but which could not be merged with any of the existing states. तो हमारी कंट्री में कुछ ऐसी भी बहुत छोटी छोटी जगह हैं कि जिनको ना तो इंडिपेंडेंट स्टेट बनाया जा सकता है, और उनकी जो ग्लोबल पोजीशन है वो इस तरीके से है कि उनको दूसरे स्टेट में मिलाया भी नहीं जा सकता है. लाइक दीज आर चंडीगढ़, लक्षद्वीप और कैपिटल सिटी ऑफ दिल्ली. सो दे आर कॉल्ड एज यूनियन territories, and these union territories do not have the power of a state directly. They are ruled by the central government. Central government have the full authority to rule in such kind of union territories. Now this sharing of power between the union government and the state government is basic structure of the constitution. It's not easy to make changes to this power sharing arrangement. The parliament cannot on its own change this arrangement. Though parliament in our country is the legislative body that issue all the rules, regulation and laws, that make laws for our country, but still parliament cannot change the federal arrangement of our country. Any change that is to be passed, so first it should be passed by both the houses, from the lower house as well as from the upper house, by its 2/3 majority. Then it has to be ratified by the legislator of at least half of the total states. Means if any federal change is to be done in our constitution, so first the 2/3 majority of parliament should pass it, and then it will be sent to all the legislative assemblies, and if half of the states are passing them, then only it will be implemented, otherwise it will not be implemented. The judiciary plays an important role in overseeing the implementation of constitutional provision and procedure. In case of any dispute about the division of power, the High Court and the Supreme Court make a decision, that I had already told you in chapter number 1, power sharing. The union and the state government have the power to raise resources by levying taxes in order to carry on the government and the responsibilities assigned to each of them. I had told you that there are different system of taxations under state government and central government. So they have their full authority that how much or which type of tax they want to levy on their citizens. Now coming to the next topic, that is constitutional provisions are necessary for the success of federalism. If you want to make success of federalism, so constitutional provisions are necessary, but these are not sufficient. If the federal experiment has succeeded in India, it's not merely because of the clearly laid out constitutional provisions. The real success of federalism in India can be attributed to the nature of democratic politics in our country. If democracy would not be there, the federalism would never succeed in our country like India, because this country is full of diversity, and when you are giving different power to different states, it may cause conflicts also. But if India is a democratic country, central government is more powerful, answerable to all, so it is only and only possible just because of the attributed to the nature of democratic politics in our country. This ensured that the spirit of federalism, respected for diversity and desire for living together, became a shared ideal in our country. Let us look at some of the major ways in which this happened. So the topic of linguistic states I will discuss in my next video. Till then, goodbye.